Hi, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I will show you how to recruit all 108 stars of destiny in Suikoden 1 in order to save Gremio. This is in chronological order, and if you follow this guide, you will certainly be able to recruit everyone before the final battle and save Gremio. You can also jump to a specific section through the timestamps if you are interested in a particular character. Now let's dive into the video. After capturing your castle, you would start with 9 stars of destiny. Mathiu, Luke, Taiho, Yamku, Viktor, Camille, Cleo, Gremio, and you. Then you can travel to the nearby town of Kaku to recruit Sergei at the bar. All you have to do is to speak to him, and he would join the rebellion. He would install an elevator at the castle, which makes moving around the castle much more convenient. Next, head to Seika and talk to your old friend Marie at the inn. She is located at the rightmost room in the inn. She would join and set up an inn at your castle, allowing you to rest and recover your squad for free. The next recruit is also in Seika. She is located in a house north of the inn. Onil will join the rebellion after you speak to her, and she can provide useful clues on where you should go to progress the main story. Talk to her at the castle whenever you are stuck. You can then travel to Kwanda Fortress and speak with Chandler. He would join and then set up an item store at the castle. What is interesting is that every item you encountered in other item stores across the world will be stocked in Chandler's store. So be sure to visit every item store which you would come across. Then you can return to your castle and speak with Marie at the inn. She would give a remark that she is short-handed and needed a cook. After you triggered the dialogue, you can then return to Seika and recruit Antonio at the inn. The next recruit is Kai, and you can find him at Garin, which is further west of Kwanda. Kai has a very powerful unite attack with the main character, and it is recommended to get him early. The unite attack with Kai is able to deal damage to all enemies, and it is very useful to defeat groups of monsters. Next, continue with the main story to recruit Lepant. Krin would join automatically as part of the story. During the mission at Lepant's mansion, you can recruit Rock in the first room after you manage to sneak into the mansion. He will open a vault at your castle to store items. Along the way, you can also speak with Juppo and recruit him. You will need him to recruit another character later on. At the end of the mission, at Kwanda, Lepant, his wife Eileen and his servant Giovanni would all join the Liberation Army. Speak with your old friend Pahn in the same room. Choose to forgive him and he would return to your side. Return to the castle and you will find Varkas and Sydonia, the bandits at Mount Sifu at your castle. They would join you automatically. Kirkis would join you as part of the main quest to help the Elven village. At this point, you can go to the Great Forest Village to recruit a couple more people. First, at the blacksmith, you can recruit Maas after speaking with him. He would be able to upgrade weapons to level 5 at your castle. Then, enter the house to the northwest of the blacksmith and you will find Sansuke. Recruit him and he will build a bath at your castle. Continue your journey through the Great Forest, and along the way, you would encounter Viki. You can recruit her, and moving forward, she would be able to teleport you from the castle to destinations that you have already visited. Valeria would join automatically after you escape from prison at the Elven village. She is a strong fighter and a regular team member of my squad during my playthrough. As part of the story, you would arrive at the Dwarven town. Over here, you can recruit your next blacksmith, Mace. He would be able to upgrade your weapons to level 9 at the castle. After the Elven village was burnt, you can re-enter the village and find Templeton. Speak with him and he would join. He will also give you the map of Suikoden, which is quite useful for your playthrough. Kuromimi would join automatically during the mission. And after the fight with the Imperial soldiers, Humphrey, Sylvina, and Stallion would all join automatically as part of the story. After defeating Kwanda Rosman, you can choose to execute him or recruit him. To spare him, you need to first say that something's wrong here. And then during the next dialogue auction, say that I want you to join us. Kwanda is the first Missable character, and if you choose to kill him, you won't be able to save Gremio. Flick would join automatically after you talk to him at Kaku. After the defeat at Scarlatisha, you are free to explore the region. Head to Tien to recruit Hellion at the inn. She would give you the blinking mirror. With the mirror, you can teleport back to your castle and then ask Viki to teleport you to your destination, greatly reducing your traveling time. Next, you can add Juppo to your squad and recruit Meg at Kaku. She is standing outside the inn. Then, also in Kaku, you can return to where you recruited Tai-Ho and find Gasper, who took over the gambling den. Win 5,000 Poch from him, and he would join the Liberation Army. You can save and reload if you do not want to lose any money. By now, you should be above level 25, and if so, you can head to Quan and recruit Lorelei at the inn. If you are under level, you can go to the Scarlatisha region to level up. Then bring Lepant in your party and visit the inn at Seika. You can then recruit Sheena, who happens to be Lepant's son, after watching a short cutscene. At Seika, you can also recruit Apple, one of Mathiu's students at his house. Talk to her, and she would join. Next, head to the Scarlatisha region. If you already have the nameless urn in your inventory, you can then proceed to recruit Jabba at Rikon's appraisal store. If you do not have the urn yet, you can get it as a drop from Holly Masters in the region. Continue with the main story. Jen and Kamandal would join automatically as part of the quest to build a boat to find Liukin. After the encounter with Liukin and Milich, you can make a detour to the Cobalt village with Kuromimi in your squad. First, head to the inn to recruit Fusu Lu. You have to pay for his meal, which will cost you 10,000 Poch. Then go to the house south of the inn to find Gon. With Kuromimi in your squad, he would be persuaded to join the Liberation Army. The next part of the main quest should be at Anti, and over here, there are few recruits that you can find. First, head to the rune store to recruit Jean. She would open her rune store at your castle after joining the Liberation Army. Then head to the armor store to recruit Chapman, who would open his armor store at your castle. Similar to the item store, he would keep in stock all the armors that you have came across from the other stores in various towns. Finally, equip toe shoes on your main character and head to the inn. Mina, the dancer, would invite you to a dance if you have toe shoes equipped. Dance with her, and she would join the rebellion. Continue your main quest at Anti, and both Kimberly and Tesla would join automatically as part of the story. Progress through the main story, and you will recruit Miukin after rescuing him from Sonier prison. After you defeated Milich at Scarlatisha Castle, you can choose to execute him or spare him. This is another missable character, and if you choose to kill him, you won't be able to save Gremio. To recruit Milich, be sure to say, "This man is innocent" during the first dialogue decision. Then choose "Very well" in the second dialogue decision. Next, Kasumi would join automatically as part of the main storyline. Before continuing your quest at Kirov, add Milich to your squad and return to the Scarlatisha Castle. Recruit Ivanov at level 1 of the castle by speaking to him. Then go up to recruit Cassius. She would join if you have Milich in your squad. Next, head to Ricken and go second floor of the inn to find Lot. She would say that she has lost her cat and asked you to look for it. Travel to Kaku and bring the cat back to Lot, and she would then join your cause. Continue the main story by heading to Kirov. In this town, there are a few recruits you can make now. First, go to the inn to find Georges. Beat him in his memory game, and you will be able to recruit him. I personally think playing with 7 variants is the easiest. For the next recruit, you have to first taste his stews in 2 separate houses in this town. Then proceed to the big house to the south to find Lester, the chef. He would join you after knowing that you have tasted all his stews. Getting the next recruit is a little tedious. First talk to Sarah, who could be found doing laundry near the river. Then talk to the man to the north of Sarah, and he would say he has some soap, but needed some soy sauce. Then speak with the man to the west, and he would say he has soy sauce, but needed salt. Next, speak with the lady to the southeast, and she would say she has salt, but needed a yardstick. Then go to the inn and stick with the man with a yardstick, but he needed sugar. Sugar can be bought at the item store at Kirov. Once you have sugar, you first have to trade for the yardstick, then the salt, soy sauce, and finally the soap. Bring the soap to Sarah, and she would join the Liberation Army. Now you can continue your journey to Kaleka. In Kaleka, Blackman is near the north exit. Avoid stepping on his crops and speak with him to recruit him. If you have accidentally stepped on his crops, simply exit the area and return to speak with him. When you first visit the secret factory, you can recruit both Ledden and Kessler after the encounter with Ronnie Bell. Inside the secret factory, you can recruit Cage, the ninja, by paying him 20,000 Pach. When you are returning to Kirov from the secret factory, be sure to grab the sound orb from this treasure chest at Kaleka. Then at Kirov, you can use it to recruit Melody. Continue with the main quest, and Kento, Ronnie Bell, and Mose would all join you. After you defeated Teo McDowell, he would ask Alan and Glenshire to join the Liberation Army. As you progress with the story, you will come to the Lormar Fortress. Kirkis can be found here, and you can recruit him by speaking with him. Before progressing further, you can bring Taiho and Yamku in your squad and go to Kirov. From Kirov, take a boat southwest to reach the pirates' fortress. Win the challenge with the 3 pirates by defeating them in a fight, and they will all join your cause. You can check episode 14 of my playthrough series for tips to win the fight. Progressing with the main story would bring you to the warriors' village. Before embarking on the rescue mission at Necklord Castle, there are a couple of recruits to make here. First, win Marco's game to recruit him outside the blacksmith. I think betting 1,000 poch each time and win it 5 times should be the easiest. Next, with Maas, Meese and Mose in your squad, speak with Moose, who could be found at the house north of where Marco was. He would join the Liberation Army after seeing his comrades had already joined. Moose is able to upgrade your weapons to level 15 at the castle. Continue with the main story, and that will bring you to Klon Temple. Fukian would join automatically as part of the story. Enter the Cave of the Past and exit, and you would see Zen outside the cave. Give him the red, blue, and yellow flower seeds, and he would join your cause. Red flower seeds can be bought from the item store in Warriors Village. Blue flower seeds from Riken and yellow flower seed from Tian. If you have visited all these stores before, you should be able to buy all the seeds from the item store at your castle as well. Then speak with Morgan in the temple, and he would join your cause. The Cave of the Past is a good place to bring Kirkis to level 41. Once Kirkis is at level 41, you can head to Cobalt Village again and visit the inn. Talk to Ruby at the inn with Kirkis. Then exit the inn and return to talk to her again. She would join after the second conversation. While journeying through the Cave of the Past, make sure you pick up the next 2 treasures. First, the illustrated war scroll, which would allow you to recruit Hugo at Klon Temple. Then, be sure to pick up the window orb, which would allow you to recruit Window at Warriors Village. As you progress with the main story, Hicks and Tengar from the Warriors Village would join automatically. Hicks would join you before you enter Necklord Castle, and Tengar would join after she is rescued from Necklord. Before going to Dragon's Den, you can recruit Icon at Tian. By now the main character should be above level 41 and you should be able to recruit him. Progressing with the main quest would bring you to Anti. After the encounter with Vincent, you can speak with the boy nearby. His name is Klon, and he would join after you speak with him. At Anti, you can also recruit Esmeralda if you have an opal in your inventory. If you have not gotten an opal, you can fight some nightmares at Sonier Prison or Scarlatisha Castle. They will randomly drop opal after you defeated them. After you arrived at the Dragon Knight's fortress, go to the northeast of the map to find Fuma hidden at the side of the building. Talk to him, and he would join the rebellion. As part of the story, you should have Humphrey in your squad. Take this chance to speak with Kreutz in the Dragon Knight's fortress, and he would join the Liberation Army. After completing the mission to rescue the dragons at the Dragon's Den, Futch, Joshua, and Milia will all join your cause. As part of the main story, Taggart would join the Liberation Army after asking you to help rescue Warren and Viktor at Moravia Castle. Continue with the story, and after the battle at the northern checkpoint, Griffith will join the Liberation Army automatically regardless what you choose. Before going to Moravia Castle, it is recommended to go speak with Leon at Kaleka, and this will pave way for his recruitment later. Leon is one of the most easily missable characters in the game. After the mission at Moravia Castle, Warren and Qasim Hazol would both join your army automatically. Before continuing with the main story, return to the top of Moravia Castle to rescue Vincent, who is still trapped in the prison, and he would join the Liberation Army. Next, go to the northern checkpoint, and you would encounter Maximilian and Sanko. They are missable characters and would not be recruitable if you progress with the main story any further. So be sure to recruit them right after Moravia Castle. As mentioned earlier, Leon is the most easily missable character in the game. After you return to the castle, the story would automatically progress, and you would eventually be forced to rest for the day and wake up the next morning. Go straight to Mathiu and talk to him about Leon. He would give you a letter to recruit Leon. However, you would then realize you cannot leave the castle. Don't worry, go to the docks to trigger the cutscene. After the cutscene, make sure that you do not immediately march to the floating fortress. If you do that, you would miss the opportunity to recruit Leon. Take this opportunity to travel to Kaleka and recruit Leon. Mathiu would appear to help persuade Leon to join. The next character is also easily missable. He's the final blacksmith who you can recruit, and he could be found at Seek Valley. After the army battle at the floating fortress, but before entering the fortress to close the floodgate, change your party to bring Maas, Meese, Moose, and Mose with you. First travel to the Dragon Knight's fortress, then take the dragon to Seek Valley to find Mace in a small hut in Seek Valley. He would join after seeing his 4 students in your squad. After the battle at the floating fortress, Sonia would be jailed at your castle. Speak with her. She would join the Liberation Army. Before continuing the main story any further, be sure to recruit the remaining characters. First, go to Rickon and visit the inn to find Clive. He would appear randomly, and if you do not see him there, exit the town and re-enter to try again. Keep trying, and you would eventually be able to recruit Clive. Then return to the Cave of the Past to recruit Crowley. He's located at a part of the cave which is not easy to get to, so watch this video and see how you can find him. You cannot recruit him earlier as he requires more than 90 recruits to have already joined before he is willing to join your cause. Then recruit Pesmerga at the top of Necklord Castle, where you had fought with Necklord. He would join after you speak with him. Finally, recruit Quincy at Garan. She should be the last recruit. Check the tablet before you continue with the final battle at Gregminster. Make sure all 108 stars of destiny were recruited, and no one had randomly perished in battle. If you have done so, you should be able to revive Gremio in the next scene. Hope you have found this guide useful. If so, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks, and see you in the next one.